Round one.
Hey, how's it going, YouTube? It's Arnell, Dice Grinders. It's another special night for the 2025 Craps Nation International Shooter of the Year. And our shooter for today is going to be James Lightning Shooter, aka Pops.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome.
All right, how you feeling, Pops?
Want to get this over with.
All right, we'll see who's out there. Looks like you got Brian Crappin Camper says he's looking forward to it.
Hey, Camper. Welcome.
SJ
How about
Young.
Dice Set?
Yep.
Hey, SJ. How's it going?
If anybody out there that's in the chat can throw out a couple dice sets and get this thing started. Sarge is out there. Says he's holding your beer.
Thanks, Sarge. I'm going to need it tonight.
Yep. Fuzzy's out there. Says let's go.
Fuzzy. Welcome, Fuzzy. Happy you're here.
All right. Bunch of people out there. Lucas, Low Roller Craps.
Welcome, Lucas.
Says let's go. And Dylan, Skill and Luck. He said, should I be scared? Hopefully not.
Welcome, everybody.
But he does say good luck. Yeah.
Thanks. Thank you all.
And looks like we have a set. Is a 6262.
6262. All right.
And let me put you out there out front.
How's that? Can you see it? Both sides?
Yep. So when you bring the dice back, just bring it back to about the same spot there.
Okay.
All right. You also got Chris Demon Dog.
Hey, Chris. Welcome.
He says, let's go.
We're going to do a second dice set or no?
No, that looked good. 6262. And
all right.
We'll use the same dice set or dice throughout. All right. So you ready for your rolls? This is still the qualifier round. You get 3 rolls, and your highest roll gets counted. And if there's a tie, it'll be averaged out to see who moves on. All right. Whenever you're ready.
I want to thank Justin Davis, Alabama, from Crap Nation. He sent me these dice because I only had a white and black, and I know we need a matching pair of colored dice. And being away from home, I didn't have that here. So thank you very much, Justin.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Yeah. Had to wait for those dice to get here. I knew I wasn't going to get home anytime soon because her son had a heart attack a week, 2 weeks ago, whatever it was. All right, dice are out. Here we go. 437.
All right. Just bring it back by the C. Yep, 3-4. Confirmed.
All right. That double pitch there. Okay. Lights out. Here we go. 617. Wow. Let us start.
All right. 6-1 confirmed.
Wish I was on my home table. Anyway, lights out. Here we go. Boxcars 12.
All right. Just bring it back. 6-6. All right. Still the come out roll.
All right, coming out. Here we go. Yo ho ho. 11.
Six five confirmed.
Okay, coming out. Here we go. Yo ho ho. 11.
Ooh, nice. 6 5. Yep.
See here. Hold on a second. The 12 and 211 so far. Okay. One of my sevens was a 617. Is that correct?
That is correct.
What was the other one? Do you know?
4 3.
Okay, thank you. Just keeping tabs of the sixes that are showing up on my dice. All right, dice coming out. Here we go. Hold on, it bottomed out when I swung down low here. This table is way too high. It's got to come down a couple of inches. Still need to work on that. All right, coming out. Here we go. Roll. Boxcar. I'm sorry, 10. Hard 10. Hard 10. 55. Year I was born.
5 5.
55. Year I was born. Okay.
All right, we have a
Only
point.
got a
Point is 10.
finally. Okay. All right. Dice out 10 ends. Here we go. Hard 6, 33.
All right, 3 3. Confirmed.
Is it break time yet?
Just stop the dice before, like above the C. When you bring it back.
Right over here?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right. So dice out. 10 in. Here we go. Hard 6 again. 33. Hard 6 once again. How's that right there?
Yep. Right there is perfect. 3 3. Confirmed.
All right. Dice out. 10 ends. Here we go. Ah, shoot. I bottomed out again. Gotta reset the dice. I hate standing on my tippy toes. All right. Dice out. 10 ends. Here we go. Dang it. The 314, 3-1. Only got an 8 to show up on the dice, I guess. First one.
All right, 3 and 1. Confirmed.
All right, dice out. 10 minutes. Here we go. Box cars again. 66. Box cars once again.
Nice. Confirmed.
Fuzzy, those 6s are showing up pretty good tonight, Fuzzy. All right, dice out 10 is. Come on, how about a 6, 4, 10? 5, 3, 8. 5, 3, 8. We needed that.
All right. 5-3. Confirmed.
Fuzzy, I need you here to say dice out. Fuzzy, it's just not the same without you here, buddy. Dice out. 10 is. Here we go. Ah, shit, I bottomed out again. Ah. Okay, dice out 10 is. Here we go. 5, 3, 8. Oh, God. Oh, shoot. That 5 got knocked over. Oh, no.
All right. Playing hockey, huh?
Oh, I got to stretch to reach these, oops, sorry.
All right. We'll
I
have
even have
them. That was roll 11. We'll have the judges take a look at that,
Sorry about that,
like
guys.
replay it back. But we'll keep going.
Thank you. They got a 4-foot stick, and I had to even add a little bit of a tree branch connected to it to reach across the end of this table here. It's so freaking long compared to home.
Yeah.
All right, dice out 10 is. Here we go. Looks like 5, 1, 6.
So the roll
Another
judges
ace.
need to look at is actually roll 12. 5-3, and he accidentally turned over one of the die.
Yeah,
All
the
right.
5 changed over to 2. I
1
believe it
5.
was.
Yep, confirmed.
Yep. All right, dice out 10 is. Here we go. Come on with that 6, 4, 10. 6, 4, 10. Come on. 5, 4, 9. 5, 4, 9. Hey, but that's a tall for. That's a tall.
It would be the tall. Yep, and you've already hit a repeater on the midnight also, if you needed to know.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So just one more yo, and I'll have the repeater on that one. Okay. Your fire bet's not looking too good tonight, though, Arnell. Sorry about that. I'll have to work on that before the next round. All right. Dice out 10 is. Come on with that 6, 4, 10. 6, 4, 10. Come on. 6, 4, 10. 4, 2, 6. 4, 2, 6.
All right. 2-4 confirmed.
What roll is that, Arnell? Do you know? Is that like 14 or so?
You're currently 15 rolls in.
I did 15, so this will be 16?
Correct.
Copy. Thank you, sir. All right, dice out 10 in. How about a 6, 4, 10? Let's go. 3, 1, 4. 3, 1. Dang it.
All right. 3-1 confirmed.
Okay, dice out. Hold on. Gotta readjust the dice. Dice out 10 is. Here we go. 5, 1, 6. 5, 1. If I'm not mistaken. Hold on. Gotta get that 5. Can barely reach it.
Yep. Just bring it back slow. Yep. 5-1 confirmed.
Sarge, put my beer on ice. I might be here a while. Keep it out of your hands. You're warming up. Dice out 10 is. Here we go. Ooh, 5, 3, 8. Wow. What a nice roll that was.
All right, 5-3 confirmed.
Oh, okay, dice out 10 is. Where the hell are my sixes? I need a 6, 4, 10. Come on, 6, 4. Ooh, 4, 1, 4, 1, 5. Oh, we needed that one.
All right, 4-1 confirmed.
I gotta get some chips for my Woody here to help me keep track of things. All right. Dice out 10 is. Come on with that 6, 4, 6, 4. Come on with that 6, 4. Another 4, 1, 5. Dang it. Oh,
All
get
right,
too old for this.
just another 4-1 confirmed.
Yeah, just another 4, 1. Ho hum. Boring. With all my sixes that were coming out earlier. All right, dice out 10 is. 5, 4, 9. That's so close. 5, 4, 9er.
All right, 4-5 confirmed.
I'm going to change the dice set. I'm going to try to get the lower numbers, the 2 and the 3 that we need for the all 12 small. Here we go. Dice out 10 is. 4, 1, 4, 1, 5. I thought it was going to be an ace deuce.
All right, 4-1, nice.
Starting to piss me off now. All right, same dice set to get that 2 and the 3 out of the way. Here we go. Dice out 10 is. Ooh, short roll. Boxcars. Boxcars again. That's. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Hold on a second. Here we go.
All right, 6-6 confirmed.
All right. Yes, hold on a second. Got to reset the dice here. All right. Dice out 10 is. God almighty. How long it take to get a freaking simple 10? Here we go. 4, 3. That's it. That's all she wrote. 4, 3, 7.
All right, 4-3 confirmed. That was a 24 roller. Nice. I think that's probably
Wow.
third.
Really? Wow.
So you
24
got,
roll, yeah.
yeah, you were hitting a lot of what is that? Pairs. A bunch of 12s. The hard ways. Nice. Any specific set you were using, or you were switching them up?
No, I stayed with the hard way 5, 4, 5, 4. Most of it until I changed it just the 2, 3 rolls ago. Then I went to a 2, 4, 5, 3.
Oh, nice. So
It's just ripping the hard way set around.
got
to
some
try
more
to
people out
have
there
them-
for you. Ricky Lee,
Hey, Rick. Welcome, guy.
Mark Mad
Who
Hatter's
else?
out there. Toothpick
Welcome, Mark.
Ted,
Toothpick. Welcome.
Ashish. Showing the
Ashish.
love.
I hope you shoot tonight. I need somebody to watch. Welcome, everybody. Glad you all showed up here.
All right.
Hold on 1 second. I did 24 roll.
Yep, not a problem. Got
I
Sean
did
R out
24
there
roll.
says great start.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I want to go tell Debbie I got a 24 roll.
There you go. Well, hopefully you could tell her you got a longer roll on these next two.
No, I think most likely I won't do as well the next two rolls. Most of the time I start out strong and then I get weak as the day goes by. I just get more and more tired, which I'm really tired. It's been a long day. Didn't get sleep last night, but I'm glad I got the long roll done early because if I didn't, I'd be in trouble.
All right.
But who knows? All right,
Whenever
coming out,
you're ready to
everybody. Here we
start.
go. I'm ready. Let's go. Coming out. Oh, 426. I stuck to my fingers a little bit. 4-2. So that would put me in
Oh.
third place, you're saying?
You got to bring it back.
Oh, shoot, I'm sorry.
You dragged
sorry.
it
Here
too
we go.
fast.
I'm sorry. Sorry about that.
4-2. All right.
Sorry.
So point is 6. 4-2. Confirmed.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just remember to drag it by that C for a couple seconds.
I'll do that. I did the same thing to George last year. It's hard to slow me down sometimes. You're so used to just dragging it straight back after practicing for 70,000 rolls, All right. Lights out, 6 hits. Here we go. Shoot. I bottomed out again. Okay. Lights out. Here we go. 6 is. 639er. 639er. Oops.
6-3. Yep. Confirmed.
Good. Okay. Hold on a second. 35. 9-3, 9-4. Okay. Okay, dice out 6s. Here we go. 6, 4, 10. 6, 4, 10.
All right. 6-4. Confirmed.
Dice out 6s. Here we go. Yo ho ho! Right up that ladder of the high numbers. That's fine with me. 6-5 yo.
All right. Midmo yo. Confirmed.
All right, dice out 6s. Here we go. Hard 4, 22. That's for you, Fuzzy. The hard 4, that's for you, buddy. Yeah.
2-2. Confirmed.
I'm really surprised I did that well on this table. I've been worried about it for weeks. I really wanted to be back home on my table. All right, dice out 6s. Here we go. 5-2. 5-2. I'm through. Yep, 5-2. I'm through.
That is a 6 roller for your second roll. And one more roll. So Alfredo showed up. He's out there.
Hey, welcome, Alfredo.
Slam Bright
missed a good
said
one.
you're trying to cheat. Because you dragged the dice back too quick
Oh, that one
there.
time? Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Come on, Slam. Get yourself a table so I can tease you when you throw, please.
All right.
Get a table, Slam.
Last
All
roll.
right, let's
Take
get
your
it over.
time whenever you're
Yeah,
ready.
I'm ready. I want to get it over with and get on with my night. Coming out. Here we go. I'm going to work the 10, 11, 12. I'm going to come out, bro. Here we go. As always, working the 10, 11, 12. Here we go. 6, 2, 8. 6, 2.
All right. 6-2 confirmed. 8 is the point.
Okay. Dice out. 8 is. Here we go. Short one. 5, 4, 9. 5, 4, 9. Don't like that.
All right. 5-4 confirmed.
Okay, dice out. 8 is. Here we go. 4, 2, 6. 4, 2. Oh, God.
All right. 2x4 confirmed.
Okay, hold on. I got to get more chips from my Woody here. Okay. All right, dice out. 8 is. Here we go. 5, 4, 9.
All right. 5-4 confirmed.
All right, dice out. 8 is. 6, 2, 8. There's your point. Next.
All right. Just got to bring the dice back.
About time I got a point.
All right. 6-2. Yeah, I think that's your first pass line.
Yeah. First point. I'm on my third session, babe. We'll be done pretty soon.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right, coming out. Working at 10, 11, 12. Ah, 5, 2, 7. 5, 2.
5-2. Every time the woman shows up. Good roll. That was
Hey.
Oh, that was a come out. That's a come out. So you're still rolling.
That's correct. That's a come out 7, so she can come by anytime she wants.
Good timing. Good timing.
Yeah. I don't think we should be counting those, but that's just me. All right, coming out again. 10, 11, 12, 11. We're working. 10, 11, 12, we're working. Ace deuce. Ace deuce. Alfredo sauce. There you go, Alfredo.
All right. Ace deuce confirmed.
All right. Oh, we're still coming out. That's right. Sorry about that. All right. Same bets. 10, 11, 12 are working. Another 4, 3, 7. 4, 3, 7.
All right. 4-3.
Here we go. Coming out. Same bets. 10, 11, 12 are working. Yo ho ho! About time I hit one. Yo ho ho! Pay me.
All right.
Pay me my money.
Mid-mo-yo. Confirmed.
Okay. Still coming out, correct?
Still come out roll. Looking for a point.
All right. Once again, working the 10, 11, 12. Here we go. Ah, shit. Gotta reset the dice here. Sorry. All right, coming out. 10, 11, 12 are working. 3, 2, 5. 3, 2, 5.
All right. 3-2 confirmed.
What roll is that? Is that like number 9 or 10 or where are we at?
Your next roll is going to be 11. So
Okay, so that was 10. All right. All right, coming out. 5 is. Hard 4. Another hard 4 for Fuzzy. 22.
all right. Fuzzy hard 4 confirmed.
All right. Ah, shoot. Gotta reset the dice. Sorry. All right, dice out. 5 is. Here we go. 3, 2, 5. There's your point. Next.
Oh, nice. All right. That's a frontline winner.
Can I get a break anytime soon?
You can take your time. Like I said, it's all you. So if you need a break, you can just let me know
Just
when you're
teasing.
ready.
Just teasing. Just teasing. I like it fast. Here we go. Coming out. 10, 11, 12 are working. 10, 11, and 12 are working still. Bad roll. Ace deuce. Ace deuce for Alfredo. His sauce. Hold on, I gotta.
Yep.
You boy.
Take your time.
Shit! I turned that 2 over to a 6.
All right. I saw it turn, but you'll have to just bring
Well,
it back.
If you want, I can take the camera there without touching it, if you like. And you can see how it turned.
All right. So this is roll 13. We'll have the judges look at it. We've seen it
All
turn
right.
over when you tried to grab it.
Okay. It was an ace deuce. I knew that was going to give me a hard time. I could barely reach that corner. As you can see, there's the 5, so the 2 was on the other side.
Yep. Just bring it back. We'll keep note of it.
All right. Sorry about that. Like I said, I need a bigger stick for this table. It's a lot different than being at home. All right. Still coming out then, right? Shit.
Yep. It would still be a come out.
All right. Here we go. 10, 11, 12 are working. Lousy roll. 4, 3, 7. 4, 3.
All right. 4-3 natural.
All right, coming out once again until I get it right. 10, 11, 12 are working. Another Alfredo sauce. What the hell? Ace deuce. Ace deuce.
All right.
Need more chips for my Woody here. Hold on. All right, coming out once again. 10, 11, 12 are working. Ah, here it is. 6-4. 6-4. Pay me. 6-4, 10. Pay me.
6-4. All right. Good hit. 10's the point.
Where's my money? All right. Let's get this over with just in case King Dice comes on early. All right. Dice out. 10 is. Here we go. Look, there it is. 6-1. I'm done. Let's go watch King Dice.
6-1. All right. That would be a 17 roller.
I'll take it. I'm happy. Glad it's over with, and I'm glad this table was kind to me, because I'm still not used to playing on this thing. I've only had it for less than a month, actually, and I really haven't had a lot of practice. But I'm happy, very happy.
Yep, you did good.
Still got work to do. It's way too high, and my pyramid wall, it's barely standing there. It's being held by two clips on each end. I'm gonna have to get some Velcro and Velcro it to the wall of this table. I
Nice.
just brought it up from my house. Yeah, just brought it up to use from my table up here to use on this table. But
So Rox
still not ready
Vegas
to-
was out there. Craps Meow showed up. Says nice
hey,
rolling.
welcome. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate it. How many
So-
total people were watching, Arnell?
I'm not sure.
Anyone in
I
the
could
audience can
probably
tell how
see.
many was the total? What was the highest number of people watching? Anyone from the audience able to tell? I'm curious.
Let me
Yeah,
see.
anyway, no, thank you for hosting me. It was a lot better than that other time we were together. It was a
I
little bit
think
too late
right
in the night
now
for me.
it shows 18.
Good.
Oh,
I'm happy
somebody
for you.
said 20, so
Was 20 the high? Was 20 the high? Did they know?
yeah, you're popular, Pops. They all wanted to see you shoot.
I'm glad I didn't disappoint them. I wish I could have got the all tall small, but I'm happy. Very happy how things came out. I had two solid, good rolls, and yeah, I'm surprised I did that well on that last one because I'm getting tired. It's late in the day. It's getting late. It's been a long day, lack of sleep, and yeah, getting old.
Yeah,
know.
we're all getting there. So
Yeah.
how high is that deck then? Since you said that table's a little high, is it more than
Well,
26?
I haven't measured it, but I know when I my stance, and I'm kind of like on a diagonal. I can't do that. I got to like be on my tippy toes, just to clear. As you can see, I'm yeah. There's no, and I'm standing straight up. So if I get a lean up against the table, the way I shoot, it's got to go down a good 3 inches or so. I
okay.
didn't get a chance to measure it, but you got a little work to do. We bought some new sawhorses. We're gonna have to cut the legs off the sawhorses, maybe 3 or 4 inches, and then put some 4x4s underneath this thing to hold it nice and level and keep it nice and flat for many years to come. But we haven't had a chance to do that, and we have to do some Velcro for the wall. The wall is very shaky, as you can see here. There's like nothing back there holding it, just these clips here. I've got one of these on each end of the table holding the wall up there, and so but I'm glad I was able to do what I did, even though I don't have perfect circumstances, but pain in the ass to shoot when you're on your tippy toes. Yeah.
I'm surprised you have to go on your tippy toes.
Yeah, well, if I try my shot, my lean, the way I lean up against the table with my ass against the table like that, there's no way I could do that here. I'd have to cut my hand off to clear it. But yeah, I can't complain. It's a wonderful birthday gift to my girlfriend, and now
Oh
I don't
yeah.
have to miss any LFCs if I'm up at her place.
I think somebody
And that's,
mentioned, is there any like box numbers on that felt? Because that's a interesting
no,
felt.
I don't know what type of game this is called. Monte Carlo. It's what's got written down here, but it's not a regular crap table felt, which we have to do. We have to get a new felt to this thing. That's the next project too. But I don't know what type of game they played on this. But Debbie's son drove up to Michigan about, I don't know, maybe 200 miles, and bought this for $400, I believe, and brought it
Nice.
home as a surprise for my birthday back on March 21st. So yeah, don't even have it in a month yet. But we're not doing too bad considering I don't really have much of a chance to practice like I do at home.
So
So I'm
Rax
getting
is
better at it.
asking, what's the distance from the felt to the chip rail? Yeah, it looks shorter than a foot because those regular diamonds I think are 11 inches high. So it looks like it's like 2 or 3 inches shorter.
Yeah, I
Your
would say
wall.
at least two. I would say 2 inches shorter than the top of the pyramid wall. Yeah, it is a little bit shorter for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, I
That
don't
that
know.
table kind of reminds me of the stadium craps tables because I know the height of the wall is shorter.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's what I've been practicing a lot of shooting from straight out uh, earlier this year because I know that the bounce on the Cincinnati tables at Hard Rock, they're just nobody can do any good. No matter how good you shoot, you cannot do any good on those tables. It's just they're they're like between a trampoline and an air hockey table. The dice just never seem to stop. Okay, and yeah, so I thought I just go to learn and practice on the straight out shooting of the stadium crap table,
Yeah.
which
I
that's what
wonder
I'm going to get
why
the next time.
some casinos opt for that for like the super bouncy.
Yeah, it gives them a better chance of winning. That's for sure. I believe. Because I all of last year I couldn't do nothing every time I went there, and I normally get at least a couple, 20 rolls in a 7 8 hour day, but it was hard to do that last year. They did something a year ago to those tables.
Yeah. It sounds like they probably added, yeah, either changed the felt
Mhm.
out or changed the underlayment on you if
Yeah,
people were winning too much.
that neoprene or whatever. Yeah, because they're not what they once were. Because
Yeah.
I've had a lot of mess rolls there, and now I can barely get into the teens, let alone something
Alfredo's
really.
asking, it's a shorter table. How tall are you?
I'm, I'm not tall enough. I need to lower this table. I need to get it down to 28 inches. I believe that's what everyone's saying. 28
Oh,
inches is
so
fair.
the deck is higher than that?
Oh, this is
Yeah.
yeah, definitely higher than a normal table at the casinos for sure. Yeah, I keep bottoming out every time if I'm not on my tippy toes, my
Yeah.
fingers will always hit. Yeah, so I got to really, use some really weird grips just to clear the damn felt and be on my tippy toes. Pain in the ass, but I don't have any New York phone books from 50 years ago to stand on, unfortunately. So
Well, you could be
I could get,
like that guy, that other guy in Indiana that brings that book and stands on the book.
yeah, it wouldn't hurt. Yeah, I remember that one tall table they had there in Indiana. I didn't care for that. Remember that one that day we met?
Yeah. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
actually used to like the higher tables. I mean, I actually prefer those because it
Uh-huh.
keeps you like standing kind of like more straight instead of hunched over. Because on the low tables for me, if I hunch over for too long, then that's when it's like, man, your back hurts by the time you get out of there. You need to go get a massage or something. Jeez.
Well, you got that video of me shooting with my shot with my ass against the rail, and how how much of a diagonal I am. I'm standing at them.
No,
Yeah,
I don't have the video, but next time I go to shoot with you, I'm probably going to take one. And I'll be like, look at this character. Because it did crack me up the very first time I saw it. I was like, wow, he's doing a backbend over this table.
And nobody's ever seen anyone else do it except me.
Yeah, it's definitely a different shot. I've never seen anybody else shoot like that.
Well, when I first started in 2019, I tried the par grip, and I said to myself, man, I'm going to need to practice this for 30 years to get halfway decent. And being, 63 years old, I didn't have the time to practice that. So I came up with my ass backwards throw, pinch grip or tongue grip, whatever you want to call it. And I've been doing that ever since.
Yeah.
And I can't complain.
I mean, it's good to be different, do whatever's working for you. And if it's comfortable, I always go for comfort and, whatever's working as opposed to, following like, the people that believe in that, the par toss or, parallel to the back wall or, what I call the pretty toss.
Uh-huh. Can you see me like this, Arnell?
Yep. Perfect.
Okay.
So why do they call you Pops? When did that come about?
Oh my God, years ago, I guess, because I'm so old, out of respect for my age. I did hit 70 last month, and I guess they just have respect for my age. Thank goodness.
Oh yeah. I was gonna be like, man, you got a lot of kids. Everyone calling you Pops. You get around.
No, it's just out of respect for my age, which I'm thankful for.
Rock said you're looking good.
Thank you. I've been blessed so many ways. Many ways. Very blessed in my life. I can't complain.
Stay active.
And this is the icing. This is the icing on the cake to be doing good in the tournaments. I finished 10th the first year when we had 45 people, roughly. And I finished 11th last year out of, what did we have, like 65 people, I believe, somewhere around there.
Oh, yeah.
Last year.
Those are pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, and I had major obstacles that I should have been able to do better, but I had some major obstacles I couldn't get past to do any better. But I was happy. I was happy with the cheap table I have. Got more potholes in New York City streets, so I was happy to do what I did. And yeah, if I can do that again this year or better, that's even more icing on the cake.
Well, you're well on your way because you got double-digit rolls.
Yeah, I can't complain.
Anything in double digits, we would have made some money off those 2 double-digit rolls you had at the casino for sure.
Yeah, well, I haven't been doing that well at LFC on Alfredo's show or anyone else's show, really.
Yeah.
I'm lucky for just double digits once every 5 times I get the dice, and there's a lot of 0.7 outs, but I just can't play at night anymore. I'm getting too tired, past 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night. Forget it. Play the don't.
You need your beauty sleep, that's why.
Well, I get up too early. Got to make coffee for my lady, and I don't get the sleep I need.
Oh.
We just stay up and get an early start, no matter how many hours sleep we get. Getting 8 hours sleep is a thing of the past.
Mark Mad Hatter is asking, what's your most profit taken from table?
Oh my! I'm a very bad when it comes to.
He's a bad better.
Yeah. I don't go there for the money. I go there for just throwing the dice. I love shooting dice. I mean, I had an hour and 45-minute roll one time, and I think I just made like a $1,300 profit after an hour and 45-minute roll. But there were other people there that made like $20,000 on that same roll.
Yeah.
But I go to stay for the. I try to stay as long as I can, 8 hours, 9 hours, on just $300. So I got to be real careful with my money. And yeah, I don't bet on other people. And when I do shoot, I'm real careful with that money too. I don't put a lot out there to
Sure.
lose because I don't want to go home early. I have an hour drive there, and I don't want to come home after 2 hours and drive another hour on the ride home. I want to stay there for as long as possible. So
Yeah, you're like
yeah,
me. You're
I'm
you're a
very
low roller buy-in.
very low. Yeah,
But I even
yeah.
remember when I was playing with you, you always bet just the 6 and 8. Now I noticed you're changing up your bets because you're doing like working the tens and your come out action. So you're
Well,
you're
that's just
changing
on
it
the
up a
come out.
little bit.
But that's because I'm blessed. I can have a 6 show up quite often. At least one dice might have a 6 quite often. If you look at my very first roll, the first session tonight, I think the 6s that came out on the dice were like almost twice as much, if not maybe 3 times more than the aces that were showing up. Okay, so I have that ability at times, not all the time. So to me, it makes sense to play the 10, 11, 12, work a $20 10, $3 yo, and a $2 12. So if I can get just 1 6 to show up on the dice, I have a pretty good chance of hitting some money on a come out roll. That's my favorite roll of the whole game, the come out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a lot. To me, that's a lot of money. If I can hit that 12 and win $60, hell, that's a lot of money when I'm only going there with $300. So if I lose, if I roll a 7, okay, I get paid $15 for the pass line. I lose my $25 that I have here, so it's only basically losing $10. But yet I have a chance of winning $40 on the 10, 45 on the yo, and 60 on the 12. So it pays off. I make more money doing that than losing money on the come out rolls, believe it or not.
Yeah. I mean, I watch a lot of people do the come out game.
Oh yeah.
Because that's what they're looking for. They want to repeat those, the come out numbers, the 7, the horn numbers, and keep pressing it up.
Yeah. But a lot of times I'll just come up with a 6-2-8 or a 6-3-9, and what can you do? But at least when 1 6 shows up, I'm happy. I know I'm not going to hit them all the time, but there was one night, I forget whose show I was on, the Live Fantasy Craps, where I hit 7 out of 11 come out rolls. 7 out of 11 come out rolls, I won some money just playing the 10, 11, and 12. And there were no 7s at all. I wish I knew which show that was, but I didn't keep track of it. But yeah, that was a really, really good night. But most of the time, they're not that good. But they paid off for me because, like I said, I can get a lot of 6s to show up on the dice.
Yeah, Mark's asking, what's played mostly on come out rolls?
It depends what you can get.
Yeah, if you know how you roll, a lot of people on the come out game that's what they're betting is the 7, the horns, whatever, world bet, ace deuce, any of those rubbish numbers, 3-way. We've seen it all. Yeah, some people bet the horn highs. Yeah.
Mark, if you really want to see what I'm able to do at times, I'm not trying to brag here or anything. Okay, this, like I said, it doesn't happen all the time. But go back to Arnell's show number 157. Show number 157. 1 hour and 4 minutes into that session, you'll see me do some amazing things. Nice. Playing, hitting certain numbers with those 6s showing up, or I can turn the dice around and have aces show up. But now, like I said, it doesn't happen all the time. But that day, I think I got rid of the 12, the 2, and the 3 in just 8 rolls. I was able to hit those 3 numbers in just 8 rolls by setting the dice certain ways to get them. It was a short roll. It was only like a 9-roll thing, but I did knock out some good numbers just by setting the dice and the way they come out for me, and I'm blessed like that at times. But it doesn't happen all the time. If it did, I'd be a wealthy man. Yeah. But yeah, go check out show 157, 1 hour and 4 minutes into the show. It's amazing. It was a lot of fun.
That's amazing. I don't even remember the
Oh,
episodes.
you'll be
There's some people
no,
that I know in the chat. They'll be like, "Oh, these episodes," and they'll name some off of people that rolled good and all this stuff. And I'm like, "Wow, that's amazing."
that was the episode. That was the episode. You said something like, "Oh, all rolls are random," and that kind of got me a little ticked. Remember that night?
Hey, I say that to everybody.
Well, I started out, playing the 10, 11, 12, and naturally I started out and I got a 617. So everybody was laughing at you, laughing at me. I said, okay, oh yeah? Well, guess what happened the very next roll? 66 came out, and I had money on it. Okay, then I changed the dice to get the other side, to get the aces. And I played the 4, the 3, and the 2. The very next roll, 314. Another winner about to come out. And then a little bit further down the line, I got the ace deuce. And about 2 rolls after that, I got the aces. And yeah, I think I got the 3 of them, the 12, the 2, and the 3 in just 8 rolls, if I'm not mistaken. But it was a short roll. I 7'd out soon after that. I needed just a 5, I guess, for the small, and I couldn't get a 5. I got a 5-2-7. And that was the end of it. But sometimes they roll for you, sometimes they don't. Yeah. Everyone's different.
Oh, that happens a lot. Missing the bonus stuff by 1 number. But then what pisses me off is then the next shooter hits the numbers that you needed right away. Usually,
the first 2 rolls.
It's like, man, need to just hop those numbers because it's coming from rolls. the next shooter usually. Or that's just what we remember.
Can you see the extension of my stick?
What?
See this tree branch? Yeah, 3 zip ties and a tree branch. This is already a 4-foot stick, but to help me reach across this table, and I still have a hard time in that right corner, in the left corner, but I extended this stick so I don't pull it back muscle out at my age. You got to be careful of those back muscles. Yeah. Anyway.
That's some redneck engineering there.
Hey, whatever works, use it, right? Yeah. Whatever works, use it.
You use what you got. Yeah, exactly.
Yep. Zip ties, bungee cords, duct tape. What else? It's all good.
We've seen it all, but hey, as long as it's practice. Ted said patent stick extender. Yeah.
No, I'm too busy practicing and being retired to patent something. I'm too busy being retired, Ted. You take care of it for me. How's that? I'm just too busy
You're
being
asking,
retired.
Is that stick taller than you? Probably with that extension.
No, not quite. Not quite. I wish it was longer than me, but oh well. I'll have to get a better stick when I get a chance in the backyard somewhere and fiddle it down a little bit. Yeah.
There you go.
It makes the back last a little bit longer.
Well, it looked like you had another stick there. So you got 2 there, right?
Yeah.
Because I saw one on the table.
Yeah, here's the other one that came with it. It's a shorty.
Oh, just a little shorter.
Yeah, it's I don't know, not even 3 foot, I guess.
Yeah. They got a couple different sizes.
Here it is up against my big one, and my big one is that much longer. Yeah, it's about almost 2 feet longer, I guess. So yeah, it's nice. It's beautiful. It's nice and straight compared to mine, but it's way too short. Unless you're a stick man right in the center of the table here.
Yeah, they were all talking about your Woody earlier.
I'll give them a treat.
You mentioned your Woody.
I'll show them. I'll give them a treat here tonight and show them my Woody. This is how I keep track of things. My world famous Woody. All the numbers are from 2 to 12.
What is that? Like a 1 by 2 or something?
Yeah, something like 1 by 2, whatever. Whenever I hit a number, I just put a chip there.
Mark it up.
If it's a hard way, I'll put a red chip. Like I must have thrown a hard 4 on that last session. And it's a hard 4. I rolled 2 5s. Looks like two chips there on a 5, 1 6, and so on down the line. It's a whole lot faster than putting chips on the numbers down the whole length of a table. It slows you up practicing. You know, when I practice, I want to get as many rolls per hour as I possibly can. I don't want to have to walk down there and place a chip on the 8 just because I threw an 8 or whatever. It's best to have them nice and close and keep track of things that way.
Yeah, Mark said, "Damn, this is a redneck setup."
Hey, it's worked for me, and I've got like I'm coming up to somewhere around 70,000 rolls, believe it or not, since 2019. Can you still see me here?
Geez, 70,000 rolls. I'm glad
70,
I don't
70?
I don't keep track of all of mine.
I'm coming up to close to 70,000 practice rolls at home. Yeah.
I don't even want to know. If I start hearing those numbers, I'm gonna be like, "What the hell?" I need a life.
I have the dice. I have the dice to prove it pretty much. I might be missing 1 or 2 sets, but I every used pair of dice, I take that whiteout tape. You know the whiteout tape they sell?
Yeah,
I put some whiteout tape on it. I put some whiteout tape on a pair of the old dice. I put how many rolls are on them, and then I tape them together using Scotch tape as a pair. So I know exactly how many rolls are on each.
And then what are you doing with those afterwards? Are you like displaying them somewhere?
No, they're on my table. They're on my table, so I can count up just how many rolls I've practiced roughly. And the last time I counted them up, I was at like 65,000. So I'm pretty close to 70,000 now, I would say, practice rolls.
Jeez. Are those dice? I mean, with those many rolls on them, I mean, are you?
Oh, some of them have like 3,000-4,000 rolls on. You know, you're supposed to change them.
They gotta be so nicked up. They can't be balanced anymore.
Yeah, you're supposed to change them every 1,800 rolls, roughly. But I get a little extra mileage out of them. Why not?
Oh, she says, "Am I shooting?"
Oh, hey,
he didn't confirm. All right.
Come on into this.
I'm gonna set one up for you, Ashish, for 7 o'clock. That way, at least it'll be scheduled. Yeah, I was waiting yesterday for him to confirm, and he never really confirmed. All right, so we'll go ahead and stop this stream because it looked like Pops wants to get a Ashish in there, so I'll send you a link, Ashish, and we'll schedule it for, might as well schedule it for like 7. Yeah, I wanted to find out about his dice, because if he rolls that many, or rolls them for over 3,000 plus rolls, man, those dice gotta be really nicked up. All right, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys on this next shooter. Ashish coming up. Let me see if this credits actually rolls through.
Dice clickers, getting hype on the felt, roll the dice and we delve, step into the table, ain't no pity self. Yo, the game's on, money long, jackpot in the palm, bouncing off the wall, got my squad staying calm. Ain't no back, I'm a like a legend, no stacks we collected, throwing on the street, laying for some in the zone, game to watch it like a phone. Dice clickers, no fear in the eye. Heart and soul, let the fur ignite. Victory tonight, it's the candlelight. Crush tables, spinning one coming rain. Crowd, let's cheers on the rise. Back door past, young dream inside. Chasing names, making pace in the sky. Fortune coffee, lit and posh, rolling the dice. Dice climbers popping colors, no fear in the eye. On fire, building empires, striking high in the sky. Bank, heart and soul at the fervor night. Victory in the night, it's the gambler's delight. Dice grinders.